All right. Welcome back to BrainFLoTv again, everybody. It's your host with the most. So, the headlines are all over the place. Nicki Minaj's husband, Kenneth Petty, registers as a sex offender officially in California. And the boy has a new mugshot as well. All this while Meek is out in Jamaica, chilling, complaining about a power cut, outline, our lights going out and all that stuff. His PTSD, and he up here like ox and belly. But we'll talk about that at another time. So, as Nicki Minaj's husband, Kenneth Petty, faces federal charges for failing to register as a sex offender in California, the 41-year-old is now entered into the California Megan's Law database, which means you could actually just type his name in, Kenneth Petty, and California sex offender, and boom, he will pop up right there. Petty can now be found in the database that tracks sex offenders in the state of California and likely register within the past week, according to TMZ, who first reported the news and confirmed it to Billboard. Shout out to TMZ, they always got the scoop. According to the grand jury indictment, Petty, who was convicted of attempted rape at the first degree in 1995 in New York, was charged February 25th with failure to register as a sex offender. Now, I don't know if you're too familiar with the story, but he was 16, the girl was 16. He used a sharp object. They're saying that's what it said in the paper. We don't know if it was a screwdriver. We don't know if it was an ice pick. We don't know if it was a knife. It was a sharp, pointy object that he used to try to get this girl to give him some punani. And his paperwork says attempted. So I'm guessing he didn't get any, but he got prison time for it. And he has this charge that's going to follow him around pretty much for the rest of his life, right? So, Nicki got on social media, I remember last year, 2019, and she was saying, let's get a record straight. She was 16, he was 15, but go off, internet. Y'all ain't gonna ruin my life, though. Like that, right? So, in other words, then, she's standing by her man. This is someone that she has said she has known him way before the fame. She's pretty much known him her entire life, right? And she knows him very well. And this is the reason why, regardless of what all her fans and well-wishers have to say, like, could Nicki found somebody better? Jeez, why she have to go get a jailbird, a prison bird? Why she have to go get a sex offender? All that other stuff. And she's saying she knows what's best for her, and she knows exactly why she is with him. All right? So, according to the grand jury indictment, Petty was convicted in 95 of that charge, and then in 2006, required under the 2006 Offenders and Notification Act, SORNA. TMZ reported that he was arrested at a traffic stop in Beverly Hills in November. This is after they came back from Trinidad Carnival and got back home. And if you don't know it, they moved to California in 2019, and this is when this happened. So when police discovered that he was not registered as a sex offender during a traffic stop, they arrested him. And the Los Angeles District Attorney's Office announced on Friday, March 6th, that it was dropping all charges against Petty. But if he is convicted, now the reason they're dropping all charges against him, the Los Angeles District Attorney's Office is dropping charges because he has those same charges in a higher court. So he's not off the hook. He's still got to go through a trial. But if he is convicted on the same felony charges, he actually faces up to 10 years in prison, the statutory minimum. This won't be the first time that he'll do good time in prison. He did 4 years before, and as we have found out, he also did a 7-year bid as well. So another bid for 10 years will be right up what he's used to doing. I don't know if you ever get used to doing prison time, though, and I don't want to put it out there and sound all insensitive and stuff, but it is what it is at this point. So here we are. Nicki seems to be still getting along good and still enjoying her life, but I can't help but to be like some of those naysayers, you know. I wish them all the best. She knows what's good for her, and I wish them all the best. I just want her to be happy. You know what I'm saying? But for some reason, I don't know. I get the feeling that Nicki is not happy, but she is the type that's going to ride it till the wheels fall off. I ain't talking about that dick. I'm talking about the relationship. She's probably going to just ride it out because right now she is so invested in it. She is so invested in it that if she steps out of it right now and says, oh no, I'm running, this is not working for me, then she'll probably have to deal with a lot of people laughing at her, a lot of people ridiculing her. I told you it wasn't going to work from day one. We could have seen that from 100 miles away. We don't know how you didn't see it, you know, so she'll have to deal with all that, plus all the things she said, how she's going to stand by him through whatever, and she knows him very well more than anybody else, and all this other stuff, and yada, yada, yada. So I don't think she wants to have to go back on all that. In that being said, I'm not in her relationship, so I don't know. They might be the two happiest persons in the world, and we just don't know it. So I'm going to leave it at that and leave her to enjoy her life. All right? Just putting the news out there that he has finally registered in California as a sex offender. That's got to mess with your mind a little bit to know that you are a registered sex offender and people can just pull you up online under the sex registry, sex offenders registry. I mean, wow. And they have restrictions like internet restrictions and cell phone restrictions, social media restrictions. So people are wondering, well, how come he doesn't? That's why he doesn't have a social media. Could you imagine him having a social media account and then he goes into some girl's inbox that says she is 22 and he finds out that she is 15 and the law finds it? So a good way to stay away from all that type of issue, to add to what he already has going on, is to stay the hell off the internet. So I understand it, and that's for those of you who don't understand it. Leave your comments in the comment section below. It's BrainFLoTv. I'm out. Peace.